Okay, hi everyone. We're back to our statistics class notes. We're now in section 2.3 and we're on page 18 of our class notes. So sections 2.3 and 2.4 together are talking about how to visualize and summarize categorical data. So in section 2.1 and 2.2, we did how to visualize and summarize numerical data. Now in section 2.3 and 2.4, we're going to talk about visualizing variation in categorical data. Remember, categorical data are data that's not numbers, or if it is numbers, it's not numbers that you can do arithmetic with. But it's when you put data into groups like classifications, so eye color, hair color, etc. Okay, there are two types of charts or graphs, if you want, however you want to call it. I don't care if you call it a bar graph, bar chart, doesn't matter. Our author calls it a bar chart and a pie graph. So we're going to first look at bar charts. We treat categorical variables similar to the way we treat numerical variables. We want to somehow be able to display the frequencies and or the relative frequencies. So in visualizing data, we want to look at a bar chart first. So here's an example. For planning purposes, Flagler's science department is trying to determine what year of students are registered for a biology course. So first we collect the categorical data, and here's what the raw data might look like. So it gives the student IDs. These are simplified, just me making them up, simplified student IDs. And then this is the class that the students are who want to take the biology class. We have a junior, a senior. This one didn't answer the question when we asked them. Same here, etc., etc. Freshman, junior, sophomore, etc. Now, we can go ahead and complete a frequency table just like we did for some numerical data, right? I can write down the different classifications. This case we had freshmen, juniors, or freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors, and unknown. So I'm going to write down all the classes. So these are the different variables that would show up. There were 2 freshmen in our group. There were 6 sophomores in our group. There were 5 juniors, 2 seniors, and 7 that didn't answer, left it unknown. Okay, that's called the frequency. Again, that's the count. So this should total up to the total number that's in our data set, which is 22. We can also do what's known as a relative frequency, which is the ratio. So 2 out of 22 is 0.09, so 0.09. If I were to multiply this by 100, it would give a percentage, 9%. But right now I'm just leaving it as a ratio because that's what the relative frequency is given at. So this guy, sophomores, is 6 out of 22, which is 0.27. Juniors is 5 out of 22, which is 0.23, etc. That should add up to 1. Now I've rounded these to 2 decimals. So the third decimal place, if it was 5 or higher, it went up. If it was 4 or less, it went down or stayed the same. So like this 0.27, if it was 4 or less, it stayed at 0.27. If it was 5 or more, it would have rounded up to 0.28. Okay, that 5 or more in the third decimal place, I mean. So just rounding, talking about rounding a little bit. But they should add up to 1, just like the count should add up to the total number of counts.